Do you think people get like wild as shit on the text, like text messages and shit? Like people get wild as shit on those.
I think people need to know who the fuck they texting before they send it out. They need to really read it and think about what they're gonna send out.
It's almost damn near like an email where you just like, I'm gonna write this text message out, and before I hit send, either I should have someone else read it, or I should just really read it again before you hit send. Because like my boy Herb said, once you hit send,
it's out there.
It's out there. Because I was, you know, how you used to always be scared of, like, you say some wild, outlandish shit, and someone like screenshots that shit and leaves it later, and you just don't know when that could come back and bite you in the ass.
Right, man. So I got a text today, right, from this chick, and it read, "Oh, what up, stranger?" I was like, "Oh shit, what's good, man? My bad, I've been busy." First and foremost, all you bitches out there that's reading these self-help books and shit like that, trying to work on yourself and all that shit.
Because it's 2020.
Because it's 2020. That is great. That is phenomenal. But just make sure you know who you send these messages to and shit. Bitch send me, I say, yeah, I said, my bad, I've been busy, hella busy, this, that, and third. Newsflash. Ask my guys, ask my team, I'm busy as fuck. If I'm not doing podcasts, I'm at work. If I'm not at work, I'm reffing basketball games. If I ain't reffing basketball games, I'm with my kid. With my kids. So get the fuck out of here. So I said, yeah, I've been busy. That bitch sends back, look, I'm at a point in my life where I'm not accepting I'm busy anymore. So that doesn't fly with me.
Goodbye, bitch.
Bitch.
We keep it 100. We keep it 100. Hey, country cousins. We keep it 100.
Well, 2020, it's a new year, but we still back on our same bullshit.
On our same bullshit.
Did you say anything back to her?
I said, yeah, all right.
I'm good, love, enjoy. Motherfuckers, it's another week of them boys, them country cousins, them boys. We talking our crazy ratchetness, back on our BS. This is your guy, Diddy314.
This is your guy, Pretty Flacco.
And we locked Dub up for bad behavior. He'll be out soon. He's serving a 1-game suspension.
Nah, Dub was out there getting... Ray J Boodagoons finally caught up with Dub, so he's out of commission for a little while.
He was talking reckless and caught up. We told you about running that mouth, talking that smack.
Now he's somewhere with his wrist duct taped to his ankles and his ass up in the air.
Look like Pulp Fiction. Somebody get the gimp. So, Dub, get well soon. We gonna send you a pack of Icy Hot and some flowers.
Right.
And some champagne. You be all right.
We'll put a mint on the pillow for you.
Walk it off. So... like, yeah. So I'm at a point in my life, I don't remember really, like, if I haven't texted you, that probably means I don't want nothing,
right?
Or there's nothing you're giving me that I'm just like, ooh, I really gotta text her. Like, okay.
But here's the thing with communication, right? With communicating with people, some people just don't want to communicate with the outside world. Like, even to this day, I have to force myself to send out a group message. You know what I mean? I communicate with you, Dub, on daily through group messages, right? And it's 9 times out of 10, it's sparked on some foolishness that somebody puts in the group message.
Generally speaking, someone's going to post something just like, what is this?
Right. So I'm not the type of person, I don't have to talk to people every day. I've already made my qualms. Once my son gets to 2021, I'm moving back to Mississippi. I'm cutting off ties from the world. I'm getting a fucking trailer on like 5 acres of land. And whatever I catch in the pond is what I'm going to eat for the day.
I have a feeling you're also going to go back to wearing that long-ass, not white, but kind of grayish, off-white wife beater. With that picture where you just look like Benjamin Button, the old young struggle.
Bruh, I'm going to go from being pretty Flacco to ugly Flacco.
And I have a feeling that your vernacular is going to reverse. You're going to be extremely fucking country. You are gonna change.
I'm gonna be DJ from
oh no.
Hustle and Flow. Hey man.
Hey man. Look man. Like I can see that.
That's gonna be me.
Okay. That's what's up. So yeah, you know what? Do your thing. I guess you gonna be country as shit then.
I mean, like I'm sick of this year. This has been a rough year already because I'm tired of these motherfuckers coming out. New year, new me. All these motherfuckers in the gym. Fuck that. Live in your truths. You know what I mean? Be true to who the fuck you are.
You like bonbons and hostess? Like bonbons and hostess.
I mean, at the end of the day, you could fake it for all these people out here, but you can never lie to yourself. And all these women talking about I ain't doing this for $40. Hey, look here, bitch. $40 go a long way. You need a tank of gas? $40. You need your rent paid if you're on Section 8? $40.
The Bible said it was a loaf of bread.
A loaf of bread? Like, that was fucking for a loaf of bread in the Bible, dog.
So $40 is actually, I'm paying a little too much according to my calculations.
Right. How many loaves of bread? How much a loaf of bread is right now?
You can go to Aldi's and get a loaf of bread for $1.79.
$1.79. So back in the day, you was fucking for $1. Your great grandmammy was fucking for $1.79.
So for $40, that's like a relationship.
Right. That's premium. That's a premium fee. Like, you know what I mean? You should be doing any and everything for that 40.
Yeah.
40 ball.
Ooh. So think about this shit before you start talking reckless.
Right, man. Shit. Be humble like your mammy.
Learn to settle like your parents did.
Right.
You ain't better than nobody.
Talking about self-worth. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, talking about self-worth and like holding yourself to a higher standard. Have you seen any of the Kevin Hart Netflix special?
I've heard about it.
Let me tell you. So, okay. I truly appreciate Kevin Hart's, like, the things he puts out. But I really think, like, overall...
That he puts out, like, bodies of work or just his positivity, this image he's trying to uphold?
Bodies of work.
Okay.
I think these things he's trying to put out of images of himself, like, I think you're full of shit. And then watching what I've watched on the Netflix shows, you have shown me you're full of shit. Mm-hmm. I think he always tries to monetize anything and everything he does. First thing that got me that was just a red flag was they go over the cheating scandal. And the way he tries to kind of form it, not that it was his boys' fault, but they weren't there, and they're like, it's almost they're taking the blame, like, if we would have been there, this wouldn't have happened. If we're all out in Vegas, and some chick with motherfucking a no-gag reflex and titties the size of my head wants to do something nasty to me, there's nothing in this world. Flock, you couldn't be like, Patrick, you shouldn't do this.
Right.
Dubs, you shouldn't do this. What? Y'all ain't gonna stop me. And I thought it was silly that he was trying to say that, like, his boys weren't there, so, like, we could have stopped him. He didn't have a circle around him to stop him.
So, my take on that incident right there is it's mad whack. It's
mad whack,
disrespectful, and it's not loyal. You know what I mean? And let me explain.
It might be real loyal because they're going to take the blame for him.
No, so this is what I'm saying, right? If we're brothers, if we click tight, we country cousins. My responsibility is to uphold your guys' integrity, right? It's to protect that bond, to protect that brotherhood. So what I mean by that, my girl should not think no less of you guys in anything. So that's why I've never, in any relationship I've ever been in, I've never shared my passcode to my phone simply because things that we talk about as brothers doesn't need to get out. You know what I mean? That's what, and people outside our circle might not understand it. We could say some of the most raunchiest shit or some shit that people might deem disrespectful, but we understand each other, so we get it. We know it's not coming from a malicious place. So therefore, I don't want no one to take anything that's being said the wrong way or for anyone to think about you guys in a negative light. Because at the end of the day, ladies, this is a tip for you ladies out there. At the end of the day, if you're not good with your man's inner circle, y'all not going to work. Point blank, period. So I think he was mad whack on that because his boss was going to try to take the blame. Yeah, they're going to try to take the blame because for the most part, he's the breadwinner, right? So therefore, they're like, okay, we can't fuck up his bag because if we fuck up his bag, we're gonna fuck up our bag. Case in point, another whack ass thing that Kevin did when he went, at his personal trainer,
boss,
right? That shit was mad disrespectful. You got on some arrogant shit. I don't give a fuck if you was drunk. It's certain shit you don't say.
He crossed the line repeatedly.
Because like once upon a time, I got into it with one of my partners. Suave in Mississippi, right? I was going through some shit personally. My mom had cancer. Well, just got diagnosed with cancer. That shit was fucking with me, right? So me and this man get into an argument. I said, what you want to do, nigga? Fuck you and everything you stand for. Right. mad disrespectful. So I deserved to get my ass beat that night. Cooler heads prevailed. I backed down. I was like, you know what, man, my bad. I'm going through some shit. And I told him, he's like, that's cool and all, but I'm still gonna whoop your ass. You gonna still catch this fade. So we did what we did, but we was cool after that, right?
He said you still. I'm sorry about what's going on. You still gonna catch these. Understand that?
Right. So
I'm gonna pick you up after I'm done, though.
For you guys that don't, let me paint the picture. For you guys who don't understand what I'm talking about. In the scene, they was on like a private jet, right?
It was at the end of the episode, the cheating episode, and they were drinking and playing cards.
But they was on the jet, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it just some things were going out, some opinions, and the dude boss. So Kevin Hart was just like, "Do you have a home? Do you have somewhere to live?" Basically, like, without me, you wouldn't be nothing. And the dude boss was like, "Look, I had a business before you. I'm actually losing money by being here. Like, I'm gonna be all right without you." And Kevin Hart was like, "Bullshit. You wouldn't be nothing without me." And like kept on going. And the episode ends where you could tell, and it got physical. You can't tell who did what because the camera
Boss slapped the shit out the camera. First he slapped the camera. Boom.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He slapped the camera or the phone, whatever. He slapped that shit down, and you heard a tussle. So I'm more inclined that
He probably put his hands on Kevin Hart.
He probably put his hands
Little
on Kevin
fella.
Hart. And then Spanky and the boys, Styrofoam Cup boys, broke the shit up.
Plastic cup.
Styrofoam, plastic, fuck that shit. You know what I mean?
Disposable.
Disposable ass niggas. That's what they are. To him. For him to attack someone that he spent so much time with.
And apparently he's closest with Boss.
Mm-hmm.
Because earlier in the episode when he's talking about the cheating thing, he was talking about his release, he would work out. So during that time, him and Boss were even closer because that's who he would spend the majority of his time with. Trying to release was working out 3-4 times a day. But I also think part of what Kevin Hart is like, I almost feel that like this persona that you try to put on, and let's I guess be clear, we're not hating on Kevin Hart. We're just kind of saying what we find to be questionable about Kevin Hart. I think he's a great dude, black excellence, all that, but this persona in some aspects I just kind of feel is very, very unauthentic. There's some people's personas I really think they are like that to a certain way, to their core. Like when I look at y'all give me shit about it, but like Diddy, I think the way you see him as flamboyant, as loud as he is, like I think that's him.
Right.
That's not a facade. He's always been like that. I think Kevin Hart's got this weird little like, I want to be a motivational speaker type thing. Like, I don't think that's real. I don't really think that's him.
I don't see. I think Kevin Hart struggles from
Little man's complex?
not Napoleon syndrome. He does have that.
Definitely does.
But just he's trying to be commercial and so successful commercially and liked. That's one thing I like about rappers. They're gonna do what they want to do. If you like it, you rock with my music. That's cool. But he's trying to cross over. But he's almost selling his soul because he's trying to put this persona out there that's truly not him to his core, right? Case in point, the whole Emmys thing, right? Was it the Emmys?
Oscars.
They want him to
apologize for a tweet.
They want him to apologize from a tweet 10, 15 years ago, right? Wait, time out. Let's 10, 15 years. 10 years ago, everyone was in a different place mentally. So why would I apologize for something I sent out 10 years ago that helped build the character that I have now and form me into the person you see in front of you?
Who you wanted to host the Oscars.
Who you want to host the Oscars. So therefore, if it wasn't for those tweets and me taking a look in the mirror and realize, okay, maybe I'll need to go down this path like that. I need to change some things. And you see the change and you see I'm not exhibiting that same type of behavior. Why are you trying to get me to apologize for it? He went, I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to apologize. And then the bitch apologized. So don't apologize for for your past because that's what made us. You know what I mean? So he does have some character flaws that I see, and I get it. And I'm not pretending to be a millionaire, so I get it. He probably had the weight of the world on his shoulder because he doesn't only have his family dependent on him. He has multiple families dependent on him.
That's why I think even more after watching that, I just prefer Dave Chappelle.
Right.
And when it's all said and done, my go-to is Dave Chappelle. So, sorry, Kevin Hart. You're still funny, but, like, we just don't rock with you like that.
Right. And one thing I can say about Dave Chappelle walked away from, what, 60 mil? 45?
50 mil.
50 mil. Because it was clashing with his personal character and integrity. So, that speaks volumes to me. Like, about who a person is. I get it. Kaepernick getting all this slack for, he's doing it because his career was on a downside. His career really wasn't on the downside from a statistic standpoint in his last year.
And people also need to realize it's not like the 49ers cut him. He turned down the last year of the contract to renegotiate.
Right.
So it was his choice. He didn't know it turned the way it did, but whatever. It's not like the 49ers cut him. So, like, people need to get the facts straight on that as well.
And this, it's all about being authentic and living in your truths. Like I said earlier, man, quit trying to put on this fake facade. Be who you are. It's all right to be you, because guess what? You're one of one. There's no carbon copies. You're one of one. You was made special. So, bitch, just be special.
Special, like with a pack of crayons and a balloon
and a skateboard helmet.
So, this morning, taking my morning shit, and I'm thumbing through social media.
I thought you was about to say thumbing through your butt.
No, that was later.
Oh.
And then I saw something on Facebook that literally made me chuckle, because I didn't respond to it, but I had to look like, are you fucking kidding me? This dude, country boy I used to work with back in the day. I'm not gonna say his name on social media, but this is what he posts on social media this morning. It's 16 hours ago now. I will not apologize. I will not apologize for being straight. I will not apologize for being Christian. I will not apologize for being white. I will not apologize for supporting gun rights. I don't personally attack anyone else's beliefs. I don't discriminate. I don't make hurtful comments, but I am sick and tired of being made to look like a bad person because of the above. Which is funny to me, because I know the dude. I'm like, what are you talking about? You have attacked people's beliefs. I've seen you do it. I've seen you discriminate. I know you're a closet ass racist. I know you're a hillbilly. Like, I thought it was funny, but I was not going to give it the time of day to respond.
Right.
But I just thought it was funny. Like, I'm like, oh, poor baby. They're hurting the white man. Like, oh, you're the majority. Are you okay?
No, it's crazy to think about the times that we live in right now. With everything is super sensitive.
Duper sensitive.
Right.
Duper,
so
duper.
You feel that you have to defend who you are. No, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want no one to judge me for being a heterosexual male and doing...
You're a beautiful man.
Right, and doing whatever I do. Just like I'm not going to judge the next person for, being a homosexual male. Like, hey, that's you, cuz. You know what I mean?
Would you say living your truth?
Living your truth.
Living your truth.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. And then for all those people that say there's no such thing as race, there's only one race, the human race, kick fucking rocks. Because that's disrespectful, because it's all right to be a white man. It's all right to be a black man. It's all right to take pride in who you are, because that's your culture.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
We just happen to come from kings.
Right. That's your fucking culture. So that's why I don't buy into all this stuff that says black love and all that shit, because that shit is used too loosely. And if someone from a different culture that said, oh, white love, oh, they got to be a racist. No, not necessarily. It's nothing wrong with loving your culture.
So what do you mean the whole black love? Like, when you see a post and someone's like, # black love, how do you feel?
I'm like, why? What? That's just pointless. You know what I mean? Because, again, if my homie that's white, and him and his wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever, or girlfriend and girlfriend, whatever, post white love, it's going to be to some, like, negative connotation. Like, oh, we're going to take it like, oh, they have to be racist. They don't like black people. But on the flip end, if we always putting black love on everything, it's beautiful just to say love. Love is supposed to be beautiful.
I would agree. And I would almost think that if certain black people heard that, they would be up in arms.
Right.
Because I know some people who are like super duper black. Like black. Like
blackity black.
Blackity black. And it's like, if you were to, they get mad. Like, I guess in the grand scheme of things, if we really think about it, how silly is BET? Because if they had WET,
Right.
to your point, we'd be like, oh, all they do is show Seinfeld and Friends.
But majority of TBS, CNT, that's all they do show, right? We once upon a time we never had an in or a platform for black arts, so I understood BET, right? What I didn't understand by BET, which I fucking hated, Bob Johnson. He sold BET, the only thing that we actually own in that space, right? Mm-hmm. He sold it to Viacom. Right. What else does Viacom own? MTV, all these things. So it went away from the nature of what BT.
The essence. And you made it like everything else.
Right. So now they get to control the narrative of our culture.
They get to decide what it is and feed it to us.
Correct. So therefore, they're always going to show. Well, what was the joke going joke? They always show Baby Boy. Every Sunday, Baby Boy, Baby Boy, Baby Boy, Baby Boy, right? Baby Boy is not it's a good movie.
I like it.
Right. But it's not the best movie to depict our culture.
True.
Because now it's putting us in the light of, all guys are abusive. All black guys been to jail.
Live with their mama.
All black guys.
Immature, can't handle their responsibilities.
Boom, boom, boom. Right. Have all these baby mamas.
Yeah.
All that shit. So, yeah, that's my only beef. That's my really big beef with Bob Johnson and BT.
Okay.
So like I'm not one of those people to say I'm blackity black. I'm just a
woke blackity black
right.
woke.
I'm just a realist, man. Like I look at life like for what it is. Like if you just take a step back. This is what I want all our listeners to do. Take a step back and
unfuck yourself.
Whatever your personal beliefs are. Whatever religious belief system you have, just take a step back and look at life
from both
angle,
sides.
From this angle right here, right? So, this is how I figured out my religious preference, right? And what I believe. So, I was at an aquarium, right? And looked at a jellyfish. A jellyfish has no exoskeleton. Listen,
okay.
Seriously,
right? Okay.
But it's a living, breathing organism.
Yeah.
With no organs, but it's physically living and breathing, right? So therefore, it has to be something bigger than us that created a jellyfish. Like created these beings that can live with no organs and all these things. So therefore, guess what? It's all right to be fucking different. Everyone is not made to be a lion, the king of the jungle. Sometimes you need these goddamn these goddamn baboons. You need these motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
I think maybe you might have another career as a fortune cookie writer. I can see it now. Hey there, you just ate this cookie. Realize that you might not be the king of the jungle. You might be the baboon. Have a good day.
I'm just saying, like, think about it, man. Like, you have these people that always say shit like, oh, well, when one door closed, that means another door is going to open. You know what I mean? If a door closed, God is going to bless you for something greater that's not for you right now. You know who said that? It's just my same thing with people that if you show me someone that's all right with losing, that's a loser. Same thing. Like, people that's accustomed to failing, trying to figure out a reason why they fail and come up with something to lift their spirits. Sometimes you fucking just suck. Get over it. Work harder, do better, and figure the shit out.
But then that goes back to the whole thing, like you suck, and then you had to learn from that mistake to get better. So It's still, but that still is the whole thing. One door closes, another one opens. It's still the same thing.
So I could lose my job today, right?
And it's gonna make you try harder to get a better job, right?
Try harder to get a better job. What if it doesn't come for 5 years later?
But you still got it though.
But still though,
it doesn't matter. You still got the job. It was later. That door still had to close for you to get the job later. It's.
So now I'm sucking dick for crack.
Then maybe you got good at it.
Selling my ass for Skittles.
Maybe you got good.
Just eat a meal, but then 5 years I get a job, and I went through all this trauma.
But maybe after it's all said and done, you end up liking sucking dick and twerking. I'm trying to I'm gonna shoot holes in this. Maybe you find out something you like.
Nah, but I get it.
I'm just saying, man. But you know what? because this went so dark, I'm gonna take it to something positive. Besides twerking for Skittles, my boy Christopher Wallace is going to the Hall of Fame. You had some words about that earlier.
He's going to what? Hall of Fame? Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Which they shouldn't call the rock. They should call it the Music Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay. That's my only qualm with it.
Oh, that's not that bad of a qualm.
But
I don't like that it's called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because you've just typed in, because all the rappers who are in there, like, we're not rock and roll, we're rap.
Exactly. Like you say, it should be Music Hall of Fame.
Music Hall of Fame.
And I think Biggie he gets a pass for going in the Hall of Fame.
Okay. I kind of feel like the way you set that up is like there's an asterisk. You're like, Biggie, comma, pause,
longevity,
he gets a pass.
Longevity and bodies of work, though. Like, what impact has he had?
Greatest storyteller of all time.
I'm just
rapping.
saying. He had, what, one album? Alive?
2. Oh, Alive.
Right, he had one album Alive. How many albums he had total? 2, right? Not the
4.
bullshit. Not the bullshit Diddy did after. Like,
Okay.
he had 2 albums, bro. Like, let's be realistic. Just like Terrell Davis, he didn't deserve to be in the Football Hall of Fame.
He did not.
But due to other things, like he was a fan favorite, he was loved in the media and all the work he done as a sports.
Won Super Bowls.
Right.
Was actually very productive when he played.
Right. Biggie was productive with those 2 albums. But
Is Pac in the Hall of Fame?
Yes. But Pac has a wide body of work.
That's the whole thing about Pac and Biggie that gets me, though. I definitely think Biggie was lyrically more talented. Pac was just deeper and had more of like a work ethic, like we hit in the studio. Because like when you watch anything about interviews about Pac in the studio, like he was in the studio like a madman.
Right.
And I always think like if Biggie was in the studio like a madman, like Pac was.
But with Pac though, this is what Pac did. Pac said, "Hey, no, if we in the studio, we're gonna focus, bang out these tracks, and then we'll go kick it." You know what I mean? Like Pac would do back in the day. It was hard as hell to do songs. Pac used to do like 3-4 songs a night. You know what I mean? My favorite artist of all time,
Pimp C.
late great Pimp C. He was like, I'm in the studio trying to knock out 3 songs, get my pockets right or whatever, however the verse went. But that's what it was about. This is your craft. This is your livelihood. Bank out all these as much as you can and get on. You could live off the fruits of your labor. You could party off the fruits of your labor. One person that I really despise in the hip-hop community, but he has it right, Eminem. Right? Eminem treats this shit like it's a 40-hour-a-week job. He goes in. He's only in the studio for 8 hours. He doesn't live in the studio. He's in the studio 8 hours. All right, time to clock out. Time to go home. Akon learned that from him. Akon's like, "What? You got to go home? We're in the middle of the verse, the middle of the hook. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. All right, can't take this shit too serious." So,
why do you hate Eminem?
I think he gets a pass for being white.
But he can spit. White, black, or indifferent, he can spit.
But is he saying some shit that we really want to hear? That reflect.
Is any rapper saying some shit we really want to hear?
Yes.
Okay. I shouldn't.
Majority
of the rappers.
So I'm just saying, like, things that we could relate to. I hate my mom. I hate my all that. I can't relate to that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I mean. It doesn't resonate in the black culture.
Okay.
For real. That's why.
But to take it,
can he spit? Yes. To your point, he can spit, but he's.
You're saying you can spit, but the subject matter
right.
You can't really relate. But I think that also, if you take it even a step further, I think the rappers nowadays I can't relate to, because the rappers nowadays that they're spitting about taking the drugs, the rappers we like spit about selling the drugs.
Right.
So it's hard for me to relate to a lot of the shit that's getting said now.
But you got to think about it. What's out now is not for our demographic, so.
It's not for our age group, yeah.
Right, that's what I mean.
There's still, but I don't remember the black culture being so into us as a culture being so into that kind of drug use.
But shit, think about it. The 70s,
we weren't popping. We were smoking weed and doing shit like that. But I'm still smoking or shit. Like these kids now, like they taking every fucking pill like it's goddamn Skittles.
Know why? Because rap is the number one genre right now, right?
Been number one.
And we're at a day and age where our kids or the youth are at a place where they can experiment. And because think about when we grew up, we had to be one way. We had to be one way. That's it. Now I could dress like this. I could wear this. I could experiment with who I am. I could try to figure out what I like and dislike. You know what I mean? So we had certain rules, certain ideologies that we went by.
I'm gonna be a hustler.
Right. But nowadays, these kids, they doing whatever they want to do.
I might suck dick on Tuesday.
Right.
Like what?
Like what? I tried it once. Let me try it again. I really don't like that. I guess I like girls. Whatever.
But I might try it again in a year, see what happens.
Right. So it's like that's why the music isn't for us. Like the way these cats dress. I'm not into fashion like that. And I'm hard pressed to say it's not fashion. You just putting on your mom gown, you putting on your mom robe,
some drapes,
and some shoes. You know what I mean?
And then you said you got a satchel, like that's a purse.
You got a man purse, a merce.
It's crazy to see now. Like there's reports of like dudes getting their purses snatched. Like how do you do that? A dude in your purse got snatched.
I mean, and I know some of these people. Like what was the term last year? Toxic masculinity. Now the term that everyone wants to use is narcissistic and people like trying to give all these people these labels. Fuck the label stuff. Like I do commend the youth for today of just being free. These motherfuckers are legit free. They are unapologetic about who they are. Like you might not get it. It's not for you to get. That's cool. I can respect everyone in their own space. So that's why I look at music like the music now is not for us. Honestly, it's only like 2 or 3 new artists I just really rock with.
Who's that?
Moneybagg Yo, which I sent you guys his latest body of work.
Yeah, now signed to Rock Nation,
which is dope. This album he just dropped is his most complete body of work. Like
it's to me, it's more of an album than a mixtape.
Right. That's exactly. It doesn't have some of the bangers like the old, like his previous work has, but you can see the growth. I'm like, okay, this is dope. I do listen to some of Lil Baby stuff.
Lil Baby or Da Baby?
Lil Baby. I can't get into Da Baby. Lil Baby, yes. I listen to some of his stuff. That's probably about it. Of the new guys.
For me, the new guys, man, I don't think I can listen to any of the...
Yellow Beezy. I do rock Yellow.
I don't know if I like any of their full albums, but I like certain singles, and maybe I'm just getting roped in because it's on the radio.
Right.
Because, I mean, I like that one. I don't necessarily... I've not listened to all of Roddy Ricch, but I kind of like some tracks.
Right. That's hard.
That's dope. I'm not going to lie, like, it's kind of funny because I almost feel like I'm contradicting. I do find some of Travis Scott's stuff catchy. Mm-hmm. It's just like it's catchy. Yeah, maybe on the new people that yeesh. I kind of like the baby. Kind of. I like him I'll listen to him in the gym. I'm not gonna listen to him in the car.
You don't talk the baby?
The baby.
I have to. Only thing I listen to about him is anything that's on the radio or I'm out. I don't have no The Baby songs on my playlist at all.
Yeah, if it's in the gym, I'll rock with it in the gym. Look at that old ugly dark face. Sorry, we looking at a picture of Dub. Y'all see him? Looks like a California raisin.
He's healing up nice, y'all.
Yeah,
but yeah, like, and speaking of The Baby, man, like he's going down a different path, a weird path right now, like. He's at the point where he's a bona fide star.
Yeah.
But he's still trying to...
He's making stupid decisions.
He's still trying to be hood. Still trying to be street. You could do all that and still stay out of trouble. You know what I mean? And it's
these are dumb things he's getting busted. Like,
right.
Just dumb.
It's called being a man. Right?
Yep.
It's just called being a man. Because when you're a man, and you're a man of high integrity, high character, and respect, you want to carry yourself in a way that certain things don't bother you no more. Mm-hmm. Like back in the day, you stepped on my shoe. you know what, man, don't even worry about it.
I can buy 5 more.
Right. I give you a pass. You know what I mean?
You ain't got to die today.
Oh, you talking reckless to me in the Louis Vuitton store? All right, whatever, man.
In the Louis Vuitton store.
Bruh, like, look where we at. We're in the Louis Vuitton store. That's not going to bother me. And then I understand, like, I somewhat understand the promoter thing, right? But guess what? You're on such a higher level, sue his ass.
Yeah.
That's why you signed the contract. Sue his ass.
And everyone's seen, if you haven't, go watch the movie Janky Promoters so you can understand what they about.
Right.
All promoters are janky.
Facts. I mean,
Ice Cube told us this years ago.
The one thing I do understand, like, he beat a murder trial. He beat a murder case like 2 years ago, right before he blew. He was bubbling. Right before he blew, he beat a murder case, right? He was out at Walmart with his family and stuff like that. Somebody
defended himself.
Somebody ran up on him. And any man, I don't care who you are, rich, famous, or whatever, if they're with their family and you become an instant threat to that, as a man, your sole position in that moment is to protect your.
You are wired to do that,
right? I would eat your face.
Shout out to Bath Salt Mafia.
Hey,
I will eat your face.
At least I ain't go to Mike Tyson. I want to eat your kids. That was.
Broke my back. What happened? Spinal. Some of the best. Shout out to Mike Tyson. I don't ever like to pub anybody else's podcast, but if you haven't listened to Mike Tyson's podcast, oh my God, it's worth a listen.
I love his stories, bro.
He has the best stories. Period. Now he's got his own weed line. Like Mike Tyson living that dream.
Like Tyson has stories like he was living in the 70s. Like he was out there in the 70s. Like. Some of the stories Tyson have, like, you got to think about it. Mike Tyson was bigger than MJ in late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Mike was on top of the world.
Mike was living that life. Mike, Deion Sanders, and Magic before, HIV are 3 athletes I like to kick it with. And they prime.
Facts.
You know what? I'm going to take out Magic Johnson because I might die. I'm going to insert Ric Flair. Ric Flair, Deion Sanders, and Mike Tyson. I want to kick it with.
I think we talked about that before. I can't remember my 3, but I would love.
We said celebrities.
Oh, we said celebrities.
I think Dub said Prince and RuPaul
at the same time.
Yeah, he definitely was like, I need them both, one in each hand.
Right. Athletes. I would love to kick it with Prime. I could see Prime. Tyson. And I have to say MJ.
Yeah, because I've heard his parties were so real, but you never get a real story because he kept them that airtight.
Right.
So it must have been good.
So exclusive. Actually, hold up. I would in honorable mention, Hugh Hefner. Oh, he's not an athlete, though. I take that back. He's not an athlete.
Name another one.
Honorable mention, who's really big? Larger. Ronaldo.
Okay, you can say Ronaldo. My honorable mention is Dennis Rodman.
Hey, that's fair.
Like, okay, what are we doing tonight, Dennis?
Bro, stories about Rodman, they say this man he took 30 shots of
tequila, I think.
one night, then got up and hooped in a game the next day. Like, who does that?
Shout out to Dennis Rodman. Shout out to all the people who follow, and subscribe us. You can find us on all platforms of podcasts. Make sure to follow us individually and as a group on Instagram. Diddy314.
Pretty_Flacco732.
Dub Streets. Follow the Country Cousins Instagram page. Follow the Ball and Buckets. Follow the Soul Me State. We a collective. We a family. So follow us. And Hulu has live sports.
And shout out to our fan out there, Emily. She sent me a message. Well, she sent us a message on our Instagram. Said give her a shout out. So shout out Emily.
Could you send us some titty pics? Not trying to be disrespectful, Emily, but send me a titty pic.
And we out.
Peace.